setup that most of us now have in this sort of isolation, remote work, for want of a better description. Do you think one, even just simply listening to music or doing simple vocal exercises in a day, you know, what I'm doing with my business now, it's went from the last 5 years, I've been sort of focusing on bringing, you know, joy, performance and creativity into the corporate world at corporate events. And now we've sort of transitioned the business into one-on-one sessions or group sessions with companies or teams that are working remotely and getting them to create. What benefits in doing stuff like what we're trying to do with music and getting that into people, apart from giving them a little bit of lifting their spirits? Do you think there's a benefit from, you know, on boosting focus or boosting creativity in their day-to-day work? Or is there any sort of, in your opinion, from your experience in music therapy, what are the positive outcomes in doing stuff with music and getting people involved with music?
Yeah, I think, you know, potentially the impact of what you're doing now and what this idea, what your programs are doing, it can't be overstated, because people are going to be, we're only a couple of weeks into this, and people are going to be suffering quite extensively over coming months in terms of their mental health. The government's already kind of announced that they recognize that. So I think, you know, maybe, you know, you and Nicole hadn't considered before the hugely important work you're doing in terms of people's well-being. So, I mean, we can kind of talk about joy and creativity, and we can dismiss them really easily as being unimportant, but you know, this might be the only joy that people are having in their days if they're living alone, which a lot of people are these days, we know that. If you're bringing some joy and creativity into their life, this is potentially life-saving for these people. So in terms of what music's going to be doing for them, yes, it's going to be doing all that stuff we talked about before with the dopamine. So it's going to be helping motivation. It even helps stuff like, it helps regulate people. So when, not just from the cortisol and the endorphin aspect, but just, we know that music can be used to help us calm, to help regulate us. So when people are feeling stressed, you know, they don't need to worry about endorphins and whatever. They can just go and listen to something that helps them chill out. And you've helped them, you know, like by teaching them how to set up their own playlists of selecting certain styles of songs, whatever. It's going to help them keep focused on tasks. And actually, as I said before, the executive function. So, you know, in the past, they've probably been at work and they're checking in with bosses and colleagues and blah, blah, blah. Now they're suddenly at home. And so they have to be more self-sufficient. So this executive function where they're going, okay, I need to do this, then this, then this, then this to get to my goal, that's suddenly now more of their responsibility. And the way that music affects our brain will actually benefit that.